everyone, it's Melanie with Usborne Books More, and today I want to share with you some of my favorite books for babies and toddlers. First up is one of our mini box sets. We have a couple of these. We have this big and little box set, as well as a set called Mini Machines, Baby's First Black and White Library, and a new one called Little Artists. And each of them have 4 books that are the perfect size for those little baby and toddler hands. And this particular series has 2 books that go throughout the day of a mommy and their child, and 2 that talk about the day of a daddy and their child. So as you can see, the illustrations are so beautiful and the storyline is just so sweet. What a great addition for any baby or toddler. Next is my favorite series. This is our That's Not My series. This series has over 30 books in it, and they are our wonderful touchy-feely books. You can see that each page has a different texture and has these bright, colorful illustrations with the bold black outline that is really engaging and draws the attention of young kids. What I really love is that the text in these books are very simple and predictable, which is really wonderful for those young kids who thrive off of predictability. I love how all of the textures are so different and how they really blend into the pages. So like I said, there's over 30 books. Definitely collect them all. I have over 10 of them and want more. We have animal ones. We have ones that are based off of a human, like a mermaid or a prince or a princess or a pirate. And then we have ones that talk about machines, like a train or a tractor or a car. So again, this is a wonderful series to collect. Next we have our Slide and See book. We have 3 of them. We have animals, under the sea, and on the farm. And what I love is how durable these books are and how easily they slide. These are great for a young child. It's going to keep them engaged and interested for a good chunk of time. And they are just so fun to play with and to be able to move the pieces. Next we have our playbooks. This is probably my favorite series for kids that are ages 1 through 3. They are just packed full of tactile things to explore. They have flaps and textures, as well as these great finger trails, which are wonderful for, they're actually a precursor for pen control and writing, being able to use those fine motor skills. They also have these cutouts and so many different textures on the pages that are just so much fun to explore. We have about 10 books in this series, so definitely check a couple of those out. Next is one of our word books. This book has a mixture of a whole bunch of different topics and is great for any infant or toddler that is learning to speak or is building their vocabulary. It's going to teach them to associate a picture with an object, and then they'll be able to associate those things in real life. We have word books that are specific about the body, about food, and even ones in other languages. So those are definitely a must-have. Next, I have a couple of my favorite storybooks. This first one is I'm a Dirty Dinosaur, and this book is fabulous. It has a great rhyming rhythm that kids are going to love to read again and again. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty snout. I never wipe it clean, I just sniff and snuff about. Sniff, sniff, snuff, snuff, sniff and snuff about. And I love the illustrations in this book. It was actually originally illustrated with dirt and mud, which I think is so cool and unique. And this book also has a partner that is called I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. So definitely collect both of those. They are great for any dinosaur lover. Next I have On the Moon. This is my daughter, who is 2. It's her favorite book. I love it. It is a hardcover with a padded cover, so it's a great quality. And this book would be great for any child who is showing an interest in outer space. It is a nonfiction book, but as you can see, the illustrations are just so beautiful. And I love how it takes this complex topic and breaks it down into these really manageable pieces that are really easy for a child to understand and is going to get them excited about learning even more about outer space. In this series, we also have Under the Sea and On a Pirate Ship. Next is one of our new books called I Want to Be a Lion Tamer. This is another great board book, and this one is one that's really going to just delve into your child's imagination. This book talks about different careers where they can imagine what they want to be when they grow up, and they are all associated with animals. We do have another book in this series that is called I Want to Be an Astronaut, and that one talks about those action-packed careers. Next is one of our Muddle and Match books. We have several in this series, and these books are so fun to read. They have flaps that you can mix up and create these fun characters that each are associated with a certain letter sound. So this is wonderful for kids that are just starting to read. It's great for building that vocabulary, and it's just so much fun. Even if your child can't read or doesn't even want to hear the words, my 2-year-old loves just being able to flip all of the flaps around, and it will keep her occupied for a solid 15 minutes, which in Mommy Land is priceless. Last up is one of my favorite books. This is Pop-Up Jungle. We have a brand new one called Pop-Up Garden as well, and a Haunted House one. And these books are phenomenal. You can see how well made they are. There is a little storyline, but just the three-dimensional aspect of these are great. This is my favorite page. I love how the tiger jumps out at you. So awesome, awesome book. Well, I hope you found something that you love. Happy reading.